Hello everyone, I am MANYA MALHOTRA, your English teacher from Chandigarh Career Group. आप सब यहाँ पे इंग्लिश एग्जाम्स या कोई भी कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम्स के लिए आए होंगे, तो हमारे चैनल पे आपको पूरी जितना भी आपको सिलेबस है एवरीथिंग विल बी कवरिंग. एंड वेदर यू वांट टू गिव एनी कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम, इवन इफ इट इज CDS, AFCAT, SSC or any exam, English is something which always is there in every exam. Maybe for, in some exams it is for less marks, in some for more, but it is certainly there. And if you are good in English, you can obviously score very good in the exam and be in the merit. So let us begin. And there is a vast syllabus which we will be covering, and our way of covering that syllabus would be through spotting the errors. Regularly I will be uploading videos on spotting errors of different topics. The first topic I am going to solve with you is nouns. Nouns is a very basic topic. We always begin the grammar with nouns. And so starting with a simple yet important topic, that is noun, I will be uploading videos, 2-3 videos regarding nouns for simultaneously 2-3 days, and then we'll be going on and moving ahead with other topics. So stay tuned on our channel, and if you have any doubts and any comments you want to give, you can always write in the comment section, and please stay tuned. Let us start with nouns today. Hello everyone, today we are going to study error spotting nouns. So as you know, in error spotting, what do we do is that there is a single sentence and there are 4 parts in that sentence labeled as A, B, C and D. And you have to find out which part of the sentence contains an error, and that would be marked as your answer in the question. So now today our topic is nouns, and mainly all our errors which we are going to discuss would be based on nouns. So let us begin. Now the first sentence, as you can see, is Sneha has read pages after pages of Gita. So which part do you think has an error in this sentence? Now let me just mark it for you. Pages after pages. Now there is a rule named as that whenever we are going to use a noun followed by a preposition followed by the same noun, here you can see pages is a noun followed by the preposition after, and again we have pages. So the rule says that whenever we have a noun plus a preposition plus again the same noun, in this case the noun we have here will always be used in singular form. So according to this rule, if we are having a noun here and the same noun this side and a preposition in between, so the noun on both the sides will be in singular form. So the right sentence should be Sneha has read page after page of Gita. This will be our correct sentence. So the error lies in option B. Now our next sentence is alms was given to the beggar. In this sentence, as you can see, alms is a plural word, right? So whenever, as we know in subject verb agreement, our verb goes according to the subject. So subject here is alms. So according to the subject, if alms is plural, the verb used here should also have been plural, but here they've used was, and was is a singular verb. So the right sentence should be alms were given to the beggar. So the error lies in part A of the sentence. So part A would be marked as our answer. Moving on to the next sentence. Whenever Sohan goes to Mumbai, he stays in 5-star hotels. Now in this sentence, we can see our noun as 5-star hotels. Now we have a concept of compound noun. In a compound noun, one word we have as our main noun. Here you can see hotels. which is our common noun, so it is the main noun. And 5 stars, it is telling us something about the quality of that hotel, so it is used as an adjective over here. So in a compound noun, when a noun is formed by joining 2 or 3 words and one part of the noun acts as an adjective, so the part which is acting as an adjective, which is 5 stars over here, that part always is used in singular form, not in the plural form. And the other thing we can see here is stars, it is written, and we have specified the quantity 5. So whenever you specify the quantity over here, you do not put s after the adjective use. So now our sentence should be, whenever Sohan goes to Mumbai, he stays in 5-star hotel. We have to drop this s from here, and so our answer would be option D. Moving on to the next sentence. The company has ordered some new equipments. In this sentence, as you can see, we have used the noun equipments. Now, there are some nouns which are uncountable and we use them only in singular form. So equipments is such a noun which is always used in singular form, and if we write s with it, then it becomes wrong. So we should have written equipment. So our correct sentence would be, the company has ordered some new equipment, and option C becomes your answer. Next sentence is, he was advised to take 2 spoonsful of medicine 3 times a day. In this sentence, spoonsful is the incorrect usage of the word. The correct usage of this word is spoonfuls. If we want to convey that we are using the plural of spoonful, it is always spoonfuls, not spoons full. So option B becomes our answer. Moving on to the next sentence. The police have received important information that can help them solve the murder case. Now, in this sentence, firstly, I would like to draw your attention to the thing which is correct, that is police have. Now, police is such a noun which is always used in plural. Now, they have written have with this, so have conveys plural. So this shows that the sentence is used correctly here, the police have, because police is always used in plural form. So we have to put plural verb along with it, which is have. So this is the correct usage and there is no error in part A. Moving on to part B, they have written important informations. Now, information is an uncountable noun. You cannot count the information, right? So when you cannot count something, you do not put s along with it. You do not use this plural form. We always use the singular form whenever there is any uncountable noun. For example, milk, sugar. We never say that give me milks or give me sugars. We say give me some milk or give me some sugar. Similarly, in this important informations, we are going to use information. And if you want to say that you have just one information, you can use a piece of information, but you can never use a information, an information, informations. All these usages will be incorrect. So the answer is option B. The sentence should be, the police have received important information that can help them solve the murder case. Moving on to the next sentence. Sheep are economically very useful and so they are reared for wool and meat. Now, there are some nouns which are always used in singular form even though they are plural. Now, sheep is such a noun, fish, deer are other such nouns which are only used in singular form and we do not put s along with them. Even if they are plural, we will use it as it is. So the sentence would be, sheep are economically very useful and so they are reared for wool and meat. So the answer is option A. Moving on to the next sentence. All the evidences were against him and he was held guilty. Again, in this sentence, evidence is such a word which is uncountable and it is always used in singular form. So we should write all the evidence, and when it is singular, so when you are using the verb along with it, so the verb will also be singular. All the evidence was against him and he was held guilty. So the option is option A. Moving on to the next sentence. Statistics show that there is going to be a big economic slowdown. In this sentence, statistics. Now, first I would like to tell you that statistics is such a word which has two kinds of usages. If we are using statistics as a subject, in schools or colleges you might be studying a subject known as stats, right? So if you are using it as a subject, then you will use it in the singular form. See, if you are using it as a subject which you study, not about the subject of the sentence, but a subject that we study, like economics, geography, all these are subjects. Similarly, statistics, if you are referring it to as a subject, then you will use it in singular verb. Like you can say statistics is my favorite subject, but when statistics is used as a collection of data, then it always uses a plural verb with it. Now in this sentence, statistics they have used as a collection of data because that collection of data is showing them some economic slowdown. Whichever data they have collected and referred to, that data showed them that there was a economic slowdown or there is going to be a economic slowdown. So this is referring to as collection of data. So we should use plural verb. So if we are using statistics, so the plural verb should be show, not shows. Statistics show that there is going to be a economic slowdown. So our option A is the answer. Let's move on to the next sentence. Orders for his transfer has been issued by the ministry. Now, in this sentence, as you can see, orders is the noun we are seeing here and it is a plural noun. S लगा हुआ है इसमें, right? So orders, and always remember that whenever we use the word orders, we have to use it as orders only. Order you cannot say, right? Whenever you are issuing some orders or the judge or the court is issuing some orders, it is always written in the plural form, that is orders and not order. So this is correct that orders word has been used here. But when we are using it in a plural form, then according to our subject verb agreement, orders should have been issued, right? So has यहाँ पर गलत हो जाएगा because has is referred as singular verb, right? And when we have a plural subject, then we need to have a plural verb. So orders have been issued. So our right sentence should be orders for his transfer have been issued by the ministry, right? So option A is our answer. Moving on to the next sentence. A series of matches are being played in Wankhede Stadium. Now, we are saying a series of matches. Here we are saying a series. मतलब कि एक ही series की बात हो रही है, and series, there is no word used as series. It is always series of matches, right? So a series means I'm talking about one series of matches, right? So whenever we have to use the noun, we have to use it along with the subject verb agreement, and according to that subject verb agreement, if our subject or the noun is singular, a series. So when this is singular, our verb should also have been singular, right? So I should have written a series of matches is being played in Wankhede Stadium, right? So our answer is option B. Moving on to the next sentence. The 20 days tour in the southernmost part of the country were very interesting. Now, as we discussed in one of the sentences earlier, that we have some compound nouns, as you can see in this 20 days tour. This is our noun, which is our compound noun, and the main noun here is tour, right? And 20 days is acting as an adjective because it is telling us about the tour itself, कि कितने दिन का tour था, right? And the days have also been specified, exactly 20 days. So whenever we use a compound noun and the part which is acting as an adjective to that main noun, here 20 days is acting as an adjective to tour. So in that adjective we always drop this s. This is unnecessary, so this should not have been used. We should have said the 20-day tour in the southernmost part of the country was very interesting, because एक ही टूर की बात हो रही है यहाँ पे, टूर तो एक ही था. अगर यहाँ पे 20 days हो, 40 days हो, चाहे 100 हो, 50 हो, that does not matter, बट टूर तो एक की बात हो रही है ना. तो वन टूर, इसके साथ was, हमारा जो सब्जेक्ट वर्ब एग्रीमेंट है वो भी तो सही बैठना चाहिए. दैट इज वाई was very interesting. So here you have error in two parts of the sentence, right? Moving on to the next. Sarah has given me 6 dozen pens of different varieties. Now see, you have 6 dozen pens as your noun over here, which is again our compound noun. So in this our main noun is pens, and 6 dozens. This is telling us the quality, or you can say the quantity, not the quality. Rather, you can say the quantity of the pens. So this is acting as an adjective to the main noun, that is pens. And this whole is 6 dozen pens is our compound noun. So when 6 dozens is acting as an adjective, so we need to drop this s, and dozens have also been specified in number. So we do not need to mention s. So we'll write Sarah has given me 6 dozen pens of different varieties. So the option B is our answer. This is the end of the slideshow, and today we had only these sentences. Tomorrow I'll be bringing a new video to you and discussing more such sentences. Please stay tuned.